They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Making the adjustment on the play. Underwood. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Back to the ground game on the left. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Play action on 1st down. Got him downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Blue Hens headed quickly to the line. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great...
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Reels it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marsh. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got his man downfield. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got a curl route, and they're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Marsh. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois taking on the number 15 team, the North Dakota State Bison. And it's the Huskies in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game inside the Big House. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
The Blue Hens want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. The second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Motion from the wideout. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on! Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Blue 22. Stop.
Underwood. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. They'll run it. Got him right there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Underwood in the gun on third down. And he lays out and he's got it down the left side. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
Do you remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
Right back to the well. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
On the return, it's Lewis. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end now in motion. Second down, going to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Avant. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Straight ahead, it's Avant. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Finds the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And this This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the
continues to fight for yards. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Drops back on 1st down. Look out! And it's a sack.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
2nd down now after the sack. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. And he avoids the sack.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it inside the 15. Into the house. Touchdown, Delaware.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
It's a seam wide open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar. Move.
Keeps it on the ground. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. To the back. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one. Down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Pushes ahead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the football.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a grab, and he scores! Touchdown, Blue Hens!
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Grab behind the line. It's Buchanan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Underwood to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and now